For cheap, safe, and reliable coins, head on over to FIFACoinZone.com. Use Dirty at checkout, 15% off, and hold up. We've also got codes, cheap games, all of the above, G2A.com, everything in the description. Dirty at checkout gets you that extra discount tip. What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and here we are talking about FIFA 16. We've got new features, announcements. EA is at E3, and they dropped the trailer. And I kind of had a little because I was disappointed with EA at E3. It was a lackluster presentation. I was happy to see Pele. I have the utmost respect for Pele and everything he's contributed to football. But it just felt like there was a lot of filler and very brief. There wasn't a lot of information. It wasn't a full presentation. I felt like we got an intro or we got just a piece, just a glimpse, and I don't know if I'm salty about that. I just hope EA has a lot more in store, and I think I'm going to segment this video into a few different parts. So we'll probably start with a couple announcements, go into some of the FIFA 16 news, and probably talk a bit more about the trailer. If you enjoy everything, make sure to drop a like. Also, comments. Come on, guys. You've seen a lot of the same information, whether you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you watched E3. How are you feeling right now? And it's too bad that Pro Evolution Soccer, I just feel, is a ways away from being able to compete with EA and FIFA. Therefore, there's a monopoly here. And sometimes I feel like EA gets a little too comfortable with FIFA, and there's certain changes and certain moves that should be made, and they take the safe route, or they don't listen to the community nearly enough. I want that League of Legends, that Riot feel, where I almost think to myself and wonder, hey, did the community build this title? Did they? Because they do such a good job listening over there to the content producers, to the competitive players, that those adjustments they made, the changes that they implicated, it skyrocketed their title. It skyrocketed it in every single attribute. For the ordinary user, for the competitive player, for the freak, for the guy that just wants to play once a week, it does not matter. They had a little bit for everyone. If you haven't signed on to the Xbox or the PlayStation recently, you should do so. There's going to be a loaned Pele, a loaned Messi, just depending on platform. Stick them into the club, use and abuse, very influential. And this kind of gives you a taste of players you might not be able to afford unless you've been buying coins, you've had pretty good pack luck. And then a lot of people have been making a big deal out of the front cover vote. I've seen it on Twitter, but I don't know that it's that big of a deal. In past FIFAs, for example, FIFA 2007, FIFA 2008, you see on the front cover here, Ronaldinho is the major face, and then they are going to play off your nation. So I am American. Our front cover was always going to be somebody from the U.S. and somebody that's also from Mexico. We've had Landon Donovan, Ochoa, Altidore, and so forth and so on, just depending on their years in real life, and then the main cover star. And that's what I think is going to happen with the front cover vote. You're going to have Messi dead center, and then maybe Aguero next to him, or Henderson, just based on what I've seen on the voting. But best of luck to all the guys that are eligible for that. It's really cool, even for a professional footballer, to make the front of FIFA, a game that is sold to millions of people and hours of hours is consumed every single year. FIFA 16. I think we've got to start with the major announcement from a couple weeks back, where we had the trailer where women are going to be introduced into next year's title in the international squads, and I think that's awesome. They've been getting a lot more shine time lately, and this can only improve the title. It's not going to take away from the gameplay. It's just another game mode, new teams to use, more customizable features is always going to be fun. I hope you can create a player now that is female. That's kind of what I was pushing for on the slide. I think that would be pretty cool. Think about my player with women and men, or not my player, but pro clubs with women and men. That could be very interesting. Go back and forth. Long shots with Alex Morgan. What? But I think this will be fun. I am excited about it. I don't think it's going to be a game changer. It's not a major move, but it is definitely a step in the right direction. However, now we're looking at this trailer. I was not excited. There was nothing from the trailer that made me get out of my seat, that made me jot down notes. They talked a lot about defense and just improving the defense, focusing on the defense, and that's not what I want to hear. I want offensive games. And Nepenthes brought this up in one of his videos. He's brought it up on multiple live streams, and I agree wholeheartedly. FIFA 15 was a brilliant title for the first month and a half before all these patches where they regressed the title, and it felt like I was playing FIFA 14 again. And that concerns me. That concerns me. Are we going to go through losing a great title because people complained a little bit. I mean, the goalies weren't perfect, sure, but the gameplay was quick. It was fast. It allowed you to play the quick passing, the skill moves. It had a good balanced effect, in my opinion. And the reason I bring that up is because of the focus on defense. At this point in FIFA, and I'm playing Division 1 matches, it's ultra defense, everybody's sitting back there containing, and you have to shoot a bunch of deep shots to be offensive and to create a nice consistent attack, and I don't like that. It's not nearly as fun as it should be because EA made the defense so easy, so damn easy. So if they're focused now more on this tackling and the center backs and the fullbacks being so agile, which is kind of what I felt they were breaking down, that you could recover well. You had the full jockey. It's like, what else do the defenders need? We already got a contain button where they just sit right in front of you. Now they're going to be faster at turning. They can't get chopped up. They can't get manipulated out of position. And this is just me going on and on a little bit about concerns with defense being the improvement. No, I want the attackers to have an advantage. I still like having a simulation with a little bit of an arcadey feel. That's what Ultimate Team is. That's what FIFA Ultimate Team is. Do not ruin that. We want the faster pace. We want some of the craziness, some of the skill moves that you don't see in every single match. So we'll see what EA is going to do. But focusing on defense, I'm not excited. And then I hate the FIFA trainer. If you guys saw what they talked about on E3, where it's basically a live tutorial telling you when to pass, when to shoot. And the reason I hate the FIFA trainer is not because I make tutorials, but it's because EA's tutorials are terrible. If you go to their YouTube channel, they will show you a tutorial on custom tactics, and it's wrong. The information is wrong. And I'm just confused because I play the game. I was like, that's not what will happen. That's what should happen, but that's not what happens in your game with some of these custom tactics. That's not what happens with finishing if you just tap it this way, or you just, no, you're missing plenty of steps. And I'm kind of concerned the FIFA trainer is going to be like that as well, where now you have all these pop-ups going on screen. Oh, time to push triangle, time to push. No, let people have that creativity. Let them learn a little bit while playing the game. I'm a little bit of a skeptic here because a lot of the tutorials that people put on YouTube, myself, Ovi, Crossy, there's many tutorial channels. They showcase things that EA has never displayed, never made videos on, never been able to portray to the audience correctly. Whether it's defending, how to pass, skill move execution, and some of that's because EA comes in with politics. They don't want to teach you how to abuse anything in their game. No, they don't want to teach you, anything that could be a way to go ahead and really kill your opponent. Something you could really work on that's going to change everything, like the body feint and all the different variations of the body feint or the drag back. They don't break down all these moves the way they should. And the FIFA trainer, I'm just very skeptical about. Are we going to get to the point where we're no longer playing the damn game? They're going to play for us. We're on autopilot. It's like a car that drives for you. That's not what gaming is about at all. Part of my greatest moments in any game title was learning it myself, or watching a tutorial maybe on how to improve my aim when I'm shooting in Call of Duty, how to shoot through walls in Counter-Strike. And I was able to apply that and kind of add my own little variations, my own little mix-ups, my own little dirty mic touch. And I hope we don't lose that. I really hope we don't lose that. Let me look at these notes. Is there anything else that we got to talk about? Not to hate on EA's tutorials too much, but I just don't believe in a lot of those tutorials, so puts me in that kind of position. Last thing is I just wanted to say that the trailer was a tease. I'm hoping it was a tease, that we are missing some major changes, but we will see together. Make sure to hit me with some comments. What did you think? What were your first impressions? And I also wanted to say career mode, please, EA. I'm not telling you to copy. I'm telling you to be inspired by NBA 2K. And my career mode is beautiful. They have storylines. You go back and forth. You have a rivalry. It reminds me of Pokemon, where you had Ash Ketchum and your rival. You name him whatever you wanted to, and y'all go back and forth throughout the entire game, and it's awesome. It builds up this story mode that I've never seen in FIFA, and I kind of feel like career mode's been very dry the last couple years, and it's something that I used to enjoy playing a lot. I want a my player mode where I feel that my decisions on and off the pitch impact everything. So please please drop some sort of announcement. Maybe an online career mode, something, EA. A lot of people want to play offline as well as online and have a good time with the title. But if you enjoy the content, drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Dirty Mike USA, and I have a lot more coming your way ASAP.